Let's go Texans. Texans and the Patriots. Also in a snowy, icy, rainy New England day.
CJ.
My wedgie was for CJ Stroud. I mean, you can't be because they knocked out the Chargers in the playoffs last year, and so I've seen CJ Stroud play lights out, and he's either Tom Brady or Nathan Peterman. Like, there's no in
Peterman.
between.
That was a deep
He's
cut. There you go.
but he, and I think what's his third year, right? Second playoff appearance. If you don't have it at this point, I don't think you gain it, and you can only get so far with that defense. But he just looked so uncomfortable. He looked, and he had time, he had protection, but yeah, he did not look good. So it was disappointing.
Yeah, they just needed a game manager there. They just needed someone to not lose the game for that defense, and then you just win. And he
Yep.
couldn't do it. So it's hard to see. Like, what do they do? Do they extend him? Do they start looking elsewhere? Trade him? I don't know. Like,
Is he still on
that
a
is
rookie
defining
contract?
moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
The extension's coming up.
yeah, he could get the 5th-year option picked up. But I mean,
I'm making him play.
he's 24 years old. So I mean, he's still a baby. But
The whole
you're going
team
to need a
is,
quarterback
yeah,
whisperer to come in here, and because his head's completely thrown off now, doubting
yeah,
himself, and
exactly. And when you show up like that in the playoffs after being there again, his third year, like, I don't know, but you're right. I think they need a new quarterback coach. But the other point is that he's probably very inexpensive, and the teams,
yeah,
but soon they're going to start having to pay their players. I think they're getting away with right now a lot because they do have so many young players. But once they have to start paying their defensive players a lot, yeah, they're probably going to start looking elsewhere.
I
Would be
was
my
really
guess.
surprised they didn't go to Davis Mills. I mean, because when you look at the game last week, where I think he had 2 interceptions, he had those 5 fumbles, and I think he lost 2 or 3 of those. Horrendous against the Steelers. Thankfully, the defense bailed them out. And then this game, yeah, he that first half was horrendous. The entire game was horrendous. But at some point, your defense is making a stop, getting their own turnover, and then you just throw a pick right back to them. You're just not giving it a chance. I know
That's a
I
tough
thought
call.
about it, curious if they were going to go Davis Mills. Not that, I mean, Davis Mills is a career backup, but like you said, Aaron, a game manager, get somebody in here, throw some, like, run some plays that are lower risk. Maybe do some slants or some screens or something, because CJ wasn't, in the second half, he wasn't hitting wide open. I mean,
Mm-mm.
wide open. The Patriots played good defense, but he couldn't make the routine throws.
I think DeMarco Ryan doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who would take out
Is
CJ
loyal.
Stroud and
Yeah.
put in their backup. He seems like a player's coach. And so he strikes me as like he wouldn't do that. But yeah, kudos to the Patriots defense. I mean, it sure made my loss feel better when the Chargers lost. I felt better. I'm like, okay, so it isn't like a fluke. For some reason, the Patriots defense, I mean, not for some reason, right? I mean, they have a winning culture in New England. Be real. They do. And when it comes to the playoffs, even if they've had the easiest schedule, like the third easiest schedule in the history of the NFL, but when it comes to the playoffs, when every game matters and every game is hard, they showed up and their defense played spectacularly. The game calling was just spot on. They read CJ Stroud like a book.
Well, CJ was 20 for 47, way under 50%. And then running the ball, 22 carries for 48 yards. The average was 2.2. That Patriots, they were, and I heard, we
And that's
talked
a
about it last
rookie,
week.
right?
Yeah.
Let's put
Yeah.
on a rookie.
The Chargers, a couple of the Chargers had told after the Patriots had won last week, is we didn't even know what you guys were running. And so
I
this happened
heard.
in this game too. CJ was so confused. He had no idea what he was looking at, which I want to go break that down more, because it really baffles me that you've been playing football probably the majority of your life, and now you're seeing something that you just have no idea what's going on. But yeah, the Patriots, they're defensively, they're balling right now. And Drake May, even though he had a bunch of fumbles, he came up clutch when he needed to.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's meant to be. I don't know. Like, I mean, we're looking ahead to the next. We'll talk about it, but like, it looks like it just might be meant to be for them. So it's just kind of like what we talked about earlier. Like, they need to see this all the way through, because, like you just mentioned, the third easiest schedule in history. Fortunate injuries, these quarterbacks falling apart. I mean, you were never gonna get this fortunate ever again. This is like a gift. Go out there and take that gift.
It's true because even though it was the third easiest schedule in NFL history. I don't know if I mentioned this already. All three of both teams before this team went to the Super Bowl. So it's not like, I mean, it matters. That strength of schedule does matter. And I think we did see that Drake May is not infallible. He does make mistakes. You put him up against a tough defense, but then their defense makes up for it. Like they just have their more complete team. Bummed. They're going to go. They're right. They're going to go to the Super Bowl because the Broncos are not. So here we go again.
Well, we don't
We
know
go
that.
again.
Little revenge game for Steady, get his
Is it?
payback.
Does he have revenge games? I didn't know does he meet the requirements for a revenge game?
He's getting the opportunity right now.
I didn't know there was any revenge to be had. Who knows, right? There's no tape. That
You know, there's
matters.
going to be a story this week. They're gonna try to pump something up of like, yeah, we're gonna build on this revenge. You're coming back to New England.
I thought Phillip Rivers was getting the call. I
He
thought
still
he
might.
might get the call and come back. Like, this is it. This is your another chance.
So if you look at, I mean, the game obviously was close for a long time, back and forth. This 47 attempts by CJ, Drake May threw 20 less, 27 attempts. So he was 16 to 27. Had that beautiful touchdown to Keyshawn Boutte. Great catch, great throw, great play.
And Booty had a heck of a game.
Stephon Diggs, him being able to hold on to that ball. Drake May, he fumbled 4 times. He lost 2 of them. So that's the other thing they had to clean that up. And so it still surprises me when you play these really defensive with a great pass rush that your plays are not to get the ball out of your quarterback's hands faster. We know what the Texans can do. And so I think that's the part that just shocks me more from these offensive coordinators. Maybe because they were in the snow, they thought the defensive ends would be slowed down. They didn't look slow to me.